3 fun facts about. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining us, then allow me to introduce myself. I am the Crystal Alexis. 3 fun facts about me is 1, I'm an ambassador for Christ. 2, I'm a carrier of light. And 3, I am called to make the truth and knowledge of Jesus known to all people. And I do that through storytelling, demonstrations, as well as testimonies from my own life. Okay, so I just want to come to you with a quick message today. Being that we just wrapped up Mental Health Awareness Month last month, so as we close that out and we get into the month of June, I just wanted to remind everybody, continue to be kind to people, continue to have compassion and have empathy for people, and understand that people don't handle things the same way. People are going to handle situations differently depending on who they are and what they're made of. And so when I speak about things like this, I love to use the potato and the egg example. And so what happens is you take a raw potato and you take a raw egg, right? And so you have the raw potato, and when in its raw form, it's hard. And then when you boil it, it becomes soft, okay? With a raw egg in its raw form, it's soft or liquid. You can shake it and hear it moving. And then when you boil it, it becomes a solid or it gets hard. And so that is a prime example that I like to use to show people that depending on what you're made of, depending on what type of substance, depending on what you're fortified with, depending on what you got on the inside of you, is going to determine the outcome of different circumstances that you're placed in. Now, both the potato and egg were placed in the same circumstance, which is the boiling water, and they came out with different results. One got softened and one hardened. That's the same thing that happens to our hearts as human beings. Certain things that we go through will soften our hearts. And then other people, we can go through the very same thing and it will harden our hearts. So, just because something seems petty to you, or just because, you went through that same thing and you healed from it within 2 weeks, and it's taking somebody else 2 years, that does not disqualify the pain that they're feeling. Never make people feel inadequate about their feelings, because pain is pain. And if they feel a certain way about the things that they're going through, then they have that right to feel like that. And who are we to take it away and say, that's not painful or is petty, or girl, you should have been over that a long time ago. Like, we should not do that. We should not downgrade or discount people's traumas and people's hurts and people's pains and the things that people go through. So I just want to remind you guys of that today, because there are plenty of times, and I've had to check myself about it. The Holy Spirit convicted me, and I had to say, Crystal, that was not right, because I'm a pretty strong person and my pain tolerance, physically and mentally, is very high. So for me, a lot of times when people are going through things, I've felt in the past like they should have been over that by now. Like, why are you still on that? Like, and I just couldn't understand, like, honestly, like, what is causing you to stay stuck here, And I realized that was very insensitive of me, because just because I went through that particular phase or that particular season of my life very quickly, that does not mean that everybody else should also. So when you guys may be looking at people's situations, just try to be as comforting as possible. Try to be as understanding, even if you can't figure out for the life of me, like, why you still going through this. Try to be there, if you can't offer any good advice, just be a shoulder, just be an ear. You know what I mean? Just support them in that way, because not everyone comes to you to tell you things for you to have an opinion. Not everyone comes to you to tell you things for them to get advice from you. Some people really just need to vent and really just need to bring those emotions and those feelings up and out, and they don't have anybody to do that with, so they are trusting in you. And if people are going through things, particularly with mental illness, and they are confiding in you, that's something huge, because people who are living with mental illness, we do not confide in people very much, because we struggle with who can we trust. You know, we struggle with not telling people what we're going through because we don't want to be judged. We don't want to have to face any type of retribution, or for that to come back and kick us in our butts, or to slap us in our face, because we shared something with you in a moment of vulnerability. So I'm just asking that everyone out there, you know, just be kind to people. You never really know what people are going through. Not everyone is as vocal as me. Not everyone is able to express, you know, what they're going through. And trust and believe, it took me a long time. This has been a lifelong illness that I have been living with for my entire life and did not know it. And even when I did find out and I started noticing things, it was very, very difficult for me to gain the strength to even be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so taboo, and nobody wants to talk about it. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be judged for it. So if somebody is trusting in you and confiding in you with their information, their personal business, with their situations and their circumstances, please do not take that for granted. Take that as a privilege, because we don't talk to everybody about our stuff. I know Mental Health Awareness Month is over, but mental health awareness is something that needs to be spoken about and needs to have awareness brought to it all year round. Because just because the month is over, people don't stop struggling with it. Just because the month is over, people are still suffering. You know, the month is over, but people are still committing suicide. People are still overdosing. People are still suffering silently. People are still embarrassed and ashamed that they're going through this. People still need people to advocate for them, okay? So just because Mental Health Awareness Month is over, never stop bringing awareness to the epidemic that is mental health. You know, it is something that should just really be discussed year round, all the time. And it's so strange, but almost not, that during Mental Health Awareness Month is when you see a lot of people committing suicide. It's where you hear a lot of cases of different celebrities or you know, socialites and things like that are dealing with these things, either themselves or within their families, or, you know, with their loved ones or with their children. People just need the information and the knowledge. People don't know where to go. You know, people are hiding and suffering and don't know where to go. So if we can continue to advocate for them, for us, then I would be most obliged, because I am a part of the community of people that are living with mental illness. You know, y'all will notice I always say living with, because I do not claim suffering. Through anything that I go through, I do not claim suffering. And so some people are suffering. They really are. I'm just not one of them. I am one of the ones who God has really, really been sustaining me through it all. He's really been just keeping a tight grip on me and keeping my mind, keeping my spirits up, you know, keeping me elevated, keeping me around people who will continue to edify me, and, you know, just man, I could go on and on, but it has been God that has been keeping me, because I definitely should have been crazy. I should be suffering. I should have way more issues than I have, that are byproducts of bipolar, of depression, of anxiety. There are byproducts of those illnesses that happen, like suicidal ideations, like schizophrenia, like multiple personality disorder. They're all byproducts of other mental illnesses, and I'm so thankful that I don't have those things to deal with in my life. And so I'm thankful to God, because it's not me, it's all Him. And so with that being said, guys, just be kind to people. Be kind to people. Be kind to people, okay? Even if they're being nasty to you, even if people have an attitude with you for no reason, even if people seem like they're just always angry and always have to fuss about something, you do not know what those people are being tormented with in their minds. You don't know what type of thoughts they're having. You don't know what type of demons they're battling. You don't know what type of things they're suffering from. So there are mean people that ain't suffering from no demons or no mental illness. But let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's just use that as an excuse to be kind to people. If somebody is having an attitude or angry or mean or just miserable for no reason, let's say, okay, they might be dealing with something. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt on that, and then show them the kindness and the compassion of Jesus. Let's do that. And even if you ain't got Jesus in you like that, work on it. Try. Because in that try, God is going to show up and He's going to show out. And don't forget that you might need somebody to be kind to you one day. You might need somebody's empathy. You might need somebody to be compassionate. You might need somebody's forgiveness and understanding. So be kind. I love you guys. I thank you so much. Don't leave this channel without subscribing. Share it with somebody. Even if they never come back to watch the videos. Y'all know I need to get my subscription numbers up. So come on, help your girl out. Okay? Hit that notification bell so you never miss any of the content. And don't forget to come back and check on me randomly. You can come back every single week. It doesn't matter what day. It doesn't matter what time. But I do have new drop every Monday at 9 a.m. Central. So if you're one of those early birds and you want to catch first dibs on the content that I'm dropping, meet me here. Same place, same time. Monday, 9 a.m. Central. That's 10 a.m. Eastern. I don't know what it is, Pacific and Mountain and all that other stuff, but y'all can Google it and figure it out, okay? Drop me a comment. Drop me a thumbs up. Help your girl out. Come on. I love you guys. And I pray that your year, your week, your day is everything that you have imagined it to be and more. All right. I'll see you back next time, guys.